What if I told you that right now the Wi-Fi signal in your home is watching you? Not your router, not a camera, the signal itself, every movement you make, every breath you take. The electromagnetic waves passing through your walls can see it all. Through concrete, through wood, through your locked door and drawn curtains. In 2024, researchers proved something that sounds like science fiction. Using nothing but ordinary Wi-Fi signals, they can track your location within centimeters. Count how many people are in a room. Identify you by how you walk. They can read what you're typing, recognize your gestures, monitor your heart rate and breathing patterns, and every Wi-Fi router, billions worldwide, could become an invisible surveillance node. Pull up a chair and quiet your mind. I'm Lucas, and this is Mind and Marvel, a place for ideas worth wondering about. To understand how Wi-Fi sees you, we need to talk about waves, electromagnetic waves. Wi-Fi operates in the microwave range, same family as your microwave oven, just much weaker. When your router broadcasts, signals radiate outward thousands of times per second. These waves don't just travel to your phone, they bounce off everything. Walls, furniture, your body, and when they bounce back, they carry information about what they hit, how it moved, its shape. Think of bats using echolocation. They emit sound waves. Waves bounce off insects. Return carrying information about size, distance, movement. Wi-Fi does the same thing, except it's happening invisibly, continuously. Everywhere Wi-Fi exists. Traditionally, Wi-Fi was simple. Router sends data, your device receives it, communication. But researchers noticed something. Signals change based on the environment. Walk between a router and receiver, the signal changes, distorts, weakens, or strengthens. This is called channel state information, CSI. It's metadata about how the signal traveled, and buried in that metadata is rich information about the physical environment. In the early 2010s, academic researchers started asking, can we extract that information? First experiments were crude, detecting if someone entered a room, basic motion sensing. Then came machine learning, and everything changed. AI could analyze millions of Wi-Fi signal patterns. Learn to interpret tiny distortions. Accuracy improved exponentially. Within a decade, the technology became frighteningly precise. By 2024, researchers could reconstruct a person's skeleton from Wi-Fi signals alone. Three-dimensional pose estimation, through walls, no cameras, no consent. Let's catalog what Wi-Fi sensing can actually do. The list is disturbing. First, presence detection. Know if someone is in a room, how many people, where exactly they are. Accuracy, 5 to 10 centimeters. That's 2 to 4 inches. Second, activity recognition. Identify what people are doing. Sitting, standing, walking, running, lying down, falling. This has legitimate uses. Fall detection for elderly patients, safety monitoring, but also perfect for surveillance. Third, gesture recognition. Reading hand movements through walls, swiping, pointing, typing, even fine motor movements. Researchers demonstrated keystroke inference, watching Wi-Fi distortions as fingers hit keys. Accuracy varies, but they've achieved 60 to 75% keystroke identification. Passwords, messages, credit card numbers, all potentially readable. Fourth, gait recognition. Identifying people by how they walk. Everyone walks differently. Stride length, hip rotation, arm swing, speed. Wi-Fi signals capture these subtle patterns. Create a walking signature. You can be identified through a wall without ever being seen by a camera. Accuracy in controlled conditions, 85 to 95%. Fifth, vital sign monitoring. The most invasive capability. Your breathing causes tiny chest movements. Wi-Fi signals detect them. Researchers can calculate respiratory rate. How many breaths per minute? Rhythm. Depth. Some have even demonstrated heartbeat detection. The microscopic movements of your chest wall revealing heart rate. Wi-Fi becomes an invisible stethoscope, pressed against your chest through walls. Medical applications exist. Sleep monitoring, remote health tracking, contactless patient care. But imagine the privacy nightmare. Anyone with a router could monitor your breathing, your sleep, your health, without you knowing, without consent. Sixth, device-free tracking. This is the terrifying part. You don't need to carry a device. No phone, no smartwatch, nothing. Your body itself disturbs Wi-Fi signals. You're the device. You're the target. You can't opt out by leaving your phone at home. Can't disable tracking by turning off Bluetooth. Simply existing in Wi-Fi coverage makes you detectable, trackable, monitorable. Now let's talk scale. The infrastructure already exists. Billions of Wi-Fi routers blanket the planet. Homes, offices, cafes, streets, subways. In dense urban areas, you're never outside Wi-Fi range, ever. Each router could become a surveillance node, passively, silently. No new hardware needed. A software update could activate sensing capabilities on existing routers. Internet service providers control millions of routers in homes and businesses. A single firmware update could deploy surveillance to millions of locations simultaneously. Users would never know. It happens in the background, invisible, undetectable. The data collection scenarios are endless. Government surveillance, tracking dissidents, monitoring protests, corporate espionage, tracking employees, analyzing productivity, monitoring bathroom breaks, domestic abuse, stalkers tracking victims through walls, insurance companies monitoring health behaviors, sleep quality, activity levels, adjusting premiums accordingly, advertisers tracking how long you look at products, where you walk in stores, landlords monitoring tenant activities, how many people really live there when they're home. Not all applications are dystopian. Some are genuinely beneficial. Elderly care, automatic fall detection, health monitoring without wearables, smart homes, occupancy-based climate control, energy savings, security, detecting intruders without cameras, respecting privacy better than video, emergency response, finding trapped victims in collapsed buildings, through rubble. But this is the dual-use dilemma. Technology isn't inherently good or evil. The same tool that saves lives in hospitals becomes a surveillance weapon in the wrong hands, and history shows technology always ends up in the wrong hands, eventually. So, can you defend yourself? Can you become invisible to Wi-Fi? Option 1, electromagnetic shielding. Turn your home into a Faraday cage, metallic mesh in walls, RF blocking paint, specialized window films. Cost, thousands to tens of thousands. Practicality? You'd also block all wireless communications. No Wi-Fi, no cell signal, no radio, complete electromagnetic isolation. Option 2, signal obfuscation. Confuse the sensors. Some researchers propose devices that generate random Wi-Fi distortions. Noise in the system makes pattern recognition impossible. You're hidden in chaos. But this technology doesn't exist commercially yet. Still experimental. Option 3, regulatory protection. Laws limiting Wi-Fi sensing. Laws requiring consent. Restricting commercial Wi-Fi sensing. Criminalizing unauthorized use. But laws lag technology by years, sometimes decades. And enforcement? How do you prove someone is using Wi-Fi sensing against you? It's invisible. Option 4, privacy-protecting router designs. Routers that deliberately degrade channel state information. Reduce precision. Maintain communication quality, but prevent precise sensing. Some privacy-focused companies are exploring this. But market adoption is minimal. Most users don't even know the threat exists. Can't protect against unknown dangers. Which brings us to the most important defense. Awareness. We built a global nervous system, billions of sensors, covering every inhabited space. We built it for communication, for convenience, for connection. We didn't realize we were building the perfect surveillance infrastructure. The technology exists, proven, refined, waiting for deployment. No new infrastructure needed. It's already in your home, your office, your favorite cafe, a software update away from activation. Every breakthrough creates a dilemma. Medical monitoring or mass surveillance? Safety or privacy invasion? History teaches that every technology eventually serves both masters, which leaves us with a profound question. In an age where the air itself can watch you, where electromagnetic waves make walls transparent and render curtains meaningless, do we accept permanent visibility as the price of connectivity, or do we fight to preserve spaces where we can simply exist without being observed? Can humanity psychologically adapt to total transparency, or is privacy a fundamental human need? And here's the terrifying part. We're making that choice right now, by doing nothing, by staying unaware, while invisible surveillance becomes normalized, accepted, inevitable. If this revelation about Wi-Fi surveillance shocked you, hit that like button. Awareness is the first defense. Subscribe to Mind and Marvel for more exposés where emerging technology meets privacy, security, and human rights. Drop a comment. Are you concerned about Wi-Fi sensing? Should it be regulated? Would you use privacy-protecting routers? What defenses do you think could work? This is Mind and Marvel, where science, survival, and the superhuman collide. Until next time, remember that in the digital age, privacy isn't dead, but it requires awareness, vigilance, and action.